Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Gab, and I am currently in the city of Aonang in the Krabi province, Thailand. And today I wanted to talk about streaming. So buckle up because I have a bit to say. And let's get, let's always start with why. So, why? Why did I start streaming? Um, the reasons behind why I started are many. Okay, um, one of them is I wanted to do something creative, and creating content is creating, and that's it. So there are no rules there, and I was like very drawn upon this creating process, if I can express myself like that. So creating, that was reason number one. Reason number two, I needed to create content anyway for my businesses and for my projects, and it's something that I was kind of like putting on the back burner a little bit because you're trying to create a new business and you're trying to build a successful business model. You're trying to like get expenses, like to minimize the expenses, maximize the revenue, and now you need to create content. You're like, oh my god, like please, I need to do all those things. This is kind of, it's adding to what I need to do. But then I realized that most of what I do, like my actual job in my business, which is at the moment a big hotel in Canada, that's like where I get most of my income from. What I do in that business is I communicate. I receive text messages most of the time, and I send a video note or a voice note back in the days. But most of what I do is exactly that. Like I communicate. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to like. It's too hard for me to create content, but what I do is I nonstop create private content in a WhatsApp conversation. That doesn't seem very logical. So I was like, what if I can merge those two activities together? What if I am creating content while I manage my businesses? And then I was like, yeah, but it's very live. Like when I need to manage something, I need to manage it like right now. And that was the live part, is when I started to realize that I could create content live, manage my businesses, if only I was live. And then, ooh, okay. That's like that's another, that's quite a deal. Being live, like I hate my face, I hate my voice. Like, oh my God, how am I gonna be live? And then that gets into the second part of the question. But the why is because I needed to, and because it was smart for me to do. That's the reasons behind them. And then I started, and I realized that I love it. Honestly, the direct interaction that you get with the audience is very cool. It is not like, for example, the comments on YouTube. They're not a direct interaction, they're a delayed reaction. Like you write the comment, you don't see the face of the person who reads the comment. There's just like, you're never gonna get an answer anyway. and there's a very delayed reaction, which makes it not like real communication where you say something and you get a face, and then you say something else and you get a face. But on Twitch, which is the platform I'm currently streaming on, but really any platform that allows you to be live, you receive a chat and you answer right away. There's a direct communication, there's a back and forth, which is required in communication. And that part I absolutely love. Now, don't get me wrong, I just started streaming and the interactions I get are few and far between. But the people who come in the chat, they're like, they're there, and then they come the next day, and they come the next day, and this is like, I gotta say, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I like that part very much. And also, for this venture, I hired a new team member, Daryl, who's been a real trooper, and we started to have the communication. I wanted to like not be alone in my stream anymore and have the real question coming from a real team member, because like the questions from the hotel, I still get them in a private chat, sadly, which is something I will change very soon. But then with Daryl, we started to communicate directly, like on Twitch. Let's stream, let's communicate directly there. And it took us a few weeks to get set up, but now it's been better and better, and we're more and more productive. And that's it. Like we have a great communication, and I'm feeling like the reasons why I started to stream are being kind of fulfilled, or the reasons were good. Let's put it that way. The reasons why I started to stream were pretty good. So that's why. Then the how. How do you start streaming? Okay. How do you start streaming? It's pretty easy. Just like go on, take your phone, download Twitch, hit us, and just like really just press the live button and just do it. It's not more complicated than that. You just need a phone and an internet connection. Thank you. Which most people have. Okay, so then you'll get into a more complicated, better setup. That comes later. But how to start? Start is the beginning. And I would say, like, just start with a phone and just go out and start to stream. You'll get people that will join you in the chat. This is a fascinating thing. So I've learned, because I feel like grandpa on Twitch right now. I'm definitely the oldest. I'm like the oldest guy on Twitch right now, which is funny. And so I'm always like interacting with the younger people who know more than me about like definitely Twitch and many things. And so they were telling me that, because I was curious, like, how did you guys find me? I have zero followers, like, and then they were looking at a category that they like. For example, travel and outdoors, which is the main category that I'll be streaming in. Okay, and they were searching for a streamer with not that many followers, not that many viewers, and then they get a direct interaction, which is what they're searching for. So that part is pretty interesting, because people are looking for a direct interaction. So this is pretty great stuff. Pretty great stuff. I really like this direct interaction. As you get more popular, I guess that you lose those people that wanted the direct interaction with you. Maybe not. I mean, we'll see. Right now, I am very not popular. My average viewer is 2 or 1. But there was another hidden part of why I started streaming, or how will I be streaming, is I had written it down in my little book as a principle. Okay, it's I wanted to create content, but then you get into this thing of like, okay, where are you gonna create content? It's like, this conversation is so boring to me. Can't I be everywhere? It's just like, so whatever the platform you use to consume your content, that's where I want to be. And then it's like, well, good luck, okay? But with streaming, you actually can, because you can take um, your, let's say, your content that you created live and recycle it or repurpose it into almost every platform. For example, like right now I'm live on Twitch, but I am recording on my camera. Then I will be um, recycling this bit that I'm doing, and we'll create a podcast, which is one thing that I wanted to do more or less every day. Like, I'm getting my coffee every day, so I called it Gab Cafe. For those who knows, they know. And that's it. Then record a small podcast during the day while I record my cafe. Then I'm live on Twitch, but I'm also recording a podcast. After that, I'll be repurposing that podcast to YouTube and Spotify. And I usually go for a small adventure. Perfect. I will record with the camera and live streaming that. And at the end of the day, we'll package all of that and we'll create a mini vlog or a day in my life. And then, bam, we have TikTok, Instagram. All right. And I am back. The internet died. But that's how we roll. When the internet dies, we just remove that part from the podcast and I can continue. So, repurposing content is something that most people do on the internet. But if you start with the live, then you really like you can really be everywhere, from live to podcast to videos to clips to shorts to blog to mailing lists, etc., etc., etc. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start the podcast and not the podcast, to start streaming. And how am I gonna achieve it? And I'll take a few questions. What are some common misconceptions about being a Twitch streamer, and what's the reality behind them? So, good question. I'm not sure about misconceptions because, again, I feel like grandpa. I'm not sure what are the conception or the misconception or what really people think. But the reality is that for me, talking on the camera is very hard. But if there is somebody on the chat interacting with me, then it becomes like 10 times easier. Okay? That's like the reality. It's instead of like I start the camera and then I have to say ladies and gentlemen, but I'm alone and I'm talking to a camera, is somehow very hard to achieve. But if I know there are people watching, then it makes it much easier. So, to me, easier than talking alone to a camera. How do you balance streaming and real life activities? I just included streaming into my real life. That's it. It's just like now I stream, that's what I do, but that's how I'm built, like when if I decide that that's it, like that's my new project, I go all in into the project. Then I'm thinking it's 12 hours days, 7 days a week for 5 to 10 years. that's that's the reality of how you get good at something. So I decided now I'm creating content. I'm creating really like then perfect 12 hours a day. I'll wake up in the morning, start the camera. I will stream from the entire day. I'll of course pause for like privacy mode if I go to a party, if I go meet friends, like I won't be live streaming everything, but it's more like if I can be live streaming something, I will. And then to me, it's every day because it's easier to organize my days around an activity that I'll do all the time. Also, I have things that I wanted to achieve in my life, more exercise, more health, like adventures, going to see the world. Now I can include them into my stream, and basically, I'll have a small team helping me doing them. So not only do I think that it's good business, I think it's good work life balance. Streaming is hard for beginners. For sure it is. Like everything is hard. But seeing yourself on camera is very like took me 5 years of mental preparation. Not like that I actually worked for 5 years into like getting the mental preparation, more like that I really wasn't game to do it for 5 years, and then I was like, come on, talking to myself. But then so that part is kind of hard. It's but then when you start to do it, then you realize it's not that hard. It's always like that, you know. Like I knew, but still took me many years. And then the equipment struggle is real. Right now, I lost the internet connection. Like I have a battery plugged into my laptop. I have like 60% of battery in that thing. My phone will die. The heat, like so, the equipment struggle is real. It's like it's that's not easy to solve, but with 12 hours of practice every day, I will for sure solve it. What topics is best for streaming? I'm not sure, but I will let you know on my theory so far, and you can maybe correct me or give me your opinion. Okay, so Twitch, which is the biggest live streaming platform, maybe YouTube, but let's take Twitch, was the platform intent was centered around streamers who play a game. Okay, they were live streaming themselves playing a game, playing. Okay, and then what is playlist? That's a big topic. So when I realized that, I was like, what do I play? Well, I play some chess. I'm terrible at it. I play a bit of video games, but I mainly play outside. To me, that's my play. I go out, do a little adventure, go see something, climb a mountain, go kite, go ski, whatever. I play like that. I play outside. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm good at, actually. I just go out and play outside. So I was like, "Bah, perfect. I'll go and play outside." Then I realized that it's a whole topic inside Twitch. They call it IRL, in real life. That's basically go play outside. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, that's it. That makes it easier. There's an entire category of people. Then I started to watch a few. Turns out they're all doing what I do. That's crazy. They're like roaming in cities in Asia, and actually, like they inspired me quite a bit because some of them are doing like cycling tour. And first, I realized how they repurpose their content, which is great, but also it's like cycling. Now that I'm live streaming, becomes even uh, better. Like it's a good mean. Let's say, let's take it like that. It's a good mean. So I am thinking of getting into cycling again, and part of the another reason why I wanted to start live streaming is I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So perfect. Let's get out of our comfort zone. Do you have goals about your streaming career? No, I don't. Yes, I do. But they're not like goals about like I want to get that many viewers or blah blah blah. That like the viewer and the number game, the mathematical game of the viewers and stuff. I don't think about it. I think about what do I want to achieve with my life. I want to travel. I want to like have successful businesses. I want to be able to create a team, properly manage it, and then change the world. And then just more health, more exercise, more fun, more adventure. That's like really the goal. That's my goal. I don't have like a goal in terms of career. I just want to have a good day on earth, and tomorrow I have another good day on earth, and then I have like better and better days on earth. Who's the best streamer for you? Hikaru Nakamura. All right. He's a chess streamer, and when I saw him, I realized um, I understood the platform a little better because he's like a top three, let's say, player, world player. But then he streams his day of chess, like the entire day, like many times a week for 8 hours. Machine, it's like plays chess, and then he explains what he does. What a great class of chess that is. And then I understood. I was like, it's like watching people who are good at something play. I didn't understand it at first, but after that, I got it. So that's my best streamer. How do you involve your audience in the editing process? I just like I said, I just live stream my day, so which means like if I do some editing or some work, I'm just live streaming that. So it's not gonna be the best content all the time, but whatever. Like, and then I involve them. I ask them question like, "Do you like this edit? Do you like that edit? What would you repurpose, and how would you repurpose it, and blah blah blah." And that's it. That's how I involve them in the process. What strategies can help you cultivate a loyal and engaged audience over time through your streaming? Good question. I am not sure, but I think answering everyone all the time. That's really it. That's my strategy that I will apply. Then I will let you know in a few months if it worked. But that will be my strategy. Like engage. I mean, like people have question, answer the questions. That's it. Like if they have comment, read the comment, address the comment. How do you set realistic goals for skill development and growth in streaming? I do not set goals. I set habits oriented. So it's not goals that you can check. It's more like a habit that you just get better and better and better and better and better. So I'm not goal oriented anymore. I'm habit oriented. And through the habit, you achieve goals, but you achieve just like a better, like you get better. So it's like I'm very habit oriented now. So the habit is now stream practice. Do you have a backup plan in case of technical issues or equipment failures during a stream? I have batteries, but like I'm still working on it. Every day there's a fail. Something fails. We cannot upload, we cannot process, we cannot something. And every day I'm trying to fix the issue for the next day. So it's not like I have a backup plan that is ready to go. It's more like what failed today and can I fix it tomorrow? That's always the question. What type of content do you plan to stream in the future? This coffee morning talk in real life, they call it on Twitch, which is just go play outside. And some playing games. So I want to maybe play a bit of games like chess and old school gaming and podcasts. So interviews and discussions. I plan to do that and some React content where the guys will send me stuff and I just watch them and react to it. And when it's funny, we just we can publish it. How do you plan to celebrate milestones and achievement reached in your streaming journey, both big and small? That's a good question. I have no plan right now, but I am gonna think about it because that's important. Celebrate the achievement. So that's a good question that I'll be thinking about, and that's it. that's it. How will you encourage viewers to spread the words about your stream and invite others to join in your community? Also, a good question. And I also don't have a plan for that, but I will be thinking about that as well. Have you explored different streaming resolutions and bit rates to find the optimal settings for your internet connection and hardware capabilities? Yes, I've explored like about 200 of them so far. And and then it's not like I have the answer right now. It's more like I every day we get better and better and better. So every day I stream a little longer, a little better, a little longer, a little better. Have you considered investing in additional hardware upgrades and or accessories to improve the quality and versatility of your stream setup? I have, and this will also be a habit. It's just get better equipment, see what fails, see what exists, get better equipment, see what failed, see what exists. Do I have the money? Get better equipment. That's I see it as part of the habit, as part of the process. See which equipment failed, find out the reason, check what other people are doing. Do I have the money? Then get it. Like right now, I can give you a good example. I need a Live U Solo Pro, which is a device that you connect internet, but you connect like a really SIM cards into a modem into that device, and then you can connect an Ethernet cable and an internet like Wi-Fi connection, so you can have like 4 different source of internet into that one device, and then you connect your camera via HDMI on the machine, and that's it. That's the broadcasting brain. Right now, I don't have that, and it makes it very hard for me. Have you considered streaming as a hobby or as a potential career? I don't think in terms of hobby or career, but if the question is like, do I think I can change this to be my main source of income? I do, to be honest. But 5 to 10 years, that's the time frame that it will take. Have you considered the potential monetization options for your stream? I have considered a few, but I'm still watching what other people are doing. Some of them, like they get like bits to I don't know, like do a dance, do a challenge. They get like subscription. I am still unsure of like the game and how I want to play it. So for now, I am not set on the monetization options. And if somebody listens to that and they have ideas or feedback from me, I will be glad to take it. How do you plan to handle criticism or negative feedback from viewer? So I'll be totally honest. I plan to have a moderator just hide negative stuff from me. I am very open to constructive criticism. I am very open to like people showing me what I can improve. I'm very close to somebody who will make me feel like shit. So if your comment has a potential to make me feel like shit, I don't want to read it. I never want to read it. I will ask my moderator to delete it forever. And if you're pissed about it and you write another comment, I don't give a shit. Because I will tell them to delete that one too, and it will never reach my brain. Because part of the reason why I wanted to start streaming is it's like I want to feel good in my body and I want to have fun. So that's it. All right. As Gotham Chess says, get out of here. And that's it, guys. Those are all that I had for today.